The following is a pre-calculus lesson taught by Professor Exponent. He is a highly regarded educator who has traveled across the globe teaching mathematics to students. Some of these countries include Japan, China, South Korea, North Korea, Jamaica, Nigeria, Kenya, Algeria, England, Sierra Leone, Serbia, Belgium, Malta, Holland, Wales, Brazil, Peru, Turkey, Greece, Cyprus, the United States of America, Mexico, Germany, Russia, Zimbabwe, Australia, and New Zealand. He has studied at Cornell University, Harvard University, the University of Pennsylvania, Columbia University, Dartmouth College, Yale University, and Princeton University, and graduated from Brown University. His teaching methods have been said to be the most effective by 100% of his students and co-workers. He is currently working at a community college in his hometown to help those who need help. In his free time, he enjoys baking, canoeing, spelunking, mountain climbing, and spitting a few rhymes down, as he is also signed to Def Jam Records. The preceding video teaches the composite function. Professor Exponent is happy he could teach you.
Good morning, I'm Professor Exponent, and here I'm going to teach you how to do pre-calculus. The composite function states that given functions f and g, composite function f of g is defined by f of g equals f of g of x. Now, I know this may seem very difficult, but I assure you that it's not as difficult as it seems. Let me show you an example of how we will use this in a pre-calculus equation. In this equation, we are given that f of x equals 2x minus 3 and g of x equals 4x. And we must find f of g of 1. Now, we know from this equation that f of g equals f of g of x. So, our first step to approach this problem would be find g of 1. We start with g of 1 because g is closest to 1. So let us find g of 1. We must take g of x of 4x and plug our 1 into the x position. Let's do that now. G of 1 equals 4 times 1. Which equals 4. Now what we do with this information here is plug it into our f of x equation, which is 2x minus 3. Let's do that. F of 4 equals 2 times 4 squared minus 3, which equals 2 times 4 squared, which is 16. Minus 3. 2 times 16, as you know, is 32. Minus 3 is 29. So we know that this equals 29. This tells us now our final answer, which is f of g of 1 equals 29. So f of g of 1 equals 29. Here we move on to problem 2. Given the same two equations, we must now find g of f of 2. So our first step is to do what? That's right, we must find f of 2. Why? Precisely, because f is closer to 2. Let's do that now. F of 2 equals 2 times 2 squared minus 3. 2 squared equals 4. Times 2 equals 8. 8 minus 3 equals 5. That is our f of 2. Now we must plug that answer into our g of x. So let's do that. G of 5 equals 4 times 5. So now we know that g of f of 2 equals 20, as we have just solved. Now I understand you are feeling very confident about this composite function. So let us do another one so you can feel even more powerful when you do your composite functions in your own pre-calculus class or whatever class it may be that you are currently in right now at this moment. Now, with the same two equations, we must now find g of 0. It's the same variable, yes, I know, but this is how we're going to do it. In the exact same way we did it before. Very simple. So first we must find g of 0. We plug our 0 into our g of x equation, which will give us g of 0 equals 4 of 0. Now we must find 4 of 0, which equals 0. Now we plug in our answer given here into our g of x equation, which it gives us g of 0 equals 4 of 0. So now we know our final answer, which is g of g. So g of 0 equals 0. Here we have our final answer. Very simple, which we have done by very simple process. Pre-calculus isn't as hard as people want you to think. They were only there to discourage you. If you believe in yourself, you can do whatever your heart desires, whether it be finding the composite function, which we have just done here, or doing anything else. I'm Professor Exponent, and thank you for watching this pre-calculus lesson of finding the composite function.
Good morning. I'm Professor Valedictorian.
It's simple, just like I told you. We must now find g of x, g. Pre-calculus can be fun, but only if you make it fun. Very simple. Calculus 29 equals 0. But don't get discouraged. It's just the same. Pre-calculus.
It was all good, just